Segor. It's a time for the latest. What?
For limited time only.
Jova, remind me again what instrument you love to play.
The saxophone.
That involves your fingers, correct?
Theo, remember, I'm the one who does the Mario impressions here, because it's Charles Martinet giving an Italian-American accent.
Sorry, Joe, but that's the thing, Joe. Charles Martinet is the only one that gets a pass.
Sorry, I do
Anyway,
it here
the
too.
point is that this is the 35th anniversary of Mario, so I actually forgot that.
Okay, this caught me by surprise. I thought this was going to be released on like, was this going to be another re-release on like a disc or something?
They already have Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Online thingy. So.
But no, it's on the Game & Watch.
So you can play the game smoothly.
If I wanted to play this game in handheld, I would just use the Switch itself.
It also functions as a clock.
I failed to see the
But now you can have this in your pocket.
But can you use the Switch as an alarm clock, Pedro?
True.
Oh, but I can use my alarm clock as an alarm.
I used to use my DS as an alarm clock.
Version of the title Game & Watch Ball starring Mario.
Okay, that was cool.
Oh boy, I've always wanted Mario juggling.
Mario Brothers will launch November 13th.
I actually wonder how much they're gonna make you pay for this thing.
Production. Get used to that. We got this direct, everybody. Yeah. The word limited.
Oh boy. Okay, now here's what.
Here comes another port for the Wii U.
Guys.
It's the furry one.
This is by far the best announcement of this.
Yes. Well, as I said, this is the best announcement of today. Guess what? Super Mario 3D World comes with online multiplayer. You know what that means, guys.
I do not trust Nintendo and their internet to do this.
Due to, the Switch being different, it removes probably all the stickers and the Miiverse function, which, it's a bit sad.
Yeah, I mean, the Miiverse is already dead.
But to make up for that, Koizumi and his team went back to the game and added in extra content, as we're about to see in a moment.
Yeah.
I think
also, in the meantime, Xenoblade Chronicles X is still in a corner, crying.
Well, this is the Mario Direct.
Well, I know. But that's the least is being filmed. Nowadays, the Wii U games that haven't been ported properly onto the Switch are very few, and not much remains. Maybe
Monolith preferred to get Xenoblade Chronicles 1 out of the way first.
Yeah, I guess. I remember, besides, it was... Well, yeah, you're right.
I will just say this means that an actual official SCWRM playthrough between me, Pedro, Glitch, and Shiroi is now possible for recording.
Oh,
but
God.
That's not all.
God. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Apparently we have a new single-player DLC campaign thingy.
Wow, with new levels and everything.
They're trying to appeal to me, and it might be working.
Sure,
hey, me too,
Mario, what are you doing?
English out of it.
It's Bowser's Fury.
Bowser's Fury.
What does that mean? Get the game, dipshit.
Like I said,
February,
this was pretty much the best announcement shown today. Not to say that the others are slouches, but that is awesome.
Also, this is something for me.
Exactly. Here's my problem. This is an incredibly cool idea. But, there you go. A Super Mario Brothers kind of battle royale thing where you get to compete against people online. It's basically Tetris 99, but
pretty
Mario.
much.
Oh, no. It's very clearly made by the team for Tetris 99.
Here's the problem, as the announcer is going to say in a moment.
And these 4 strategies to try to outpace your opponents. Keep going until you're the last Mario standing or running. This game will be an exclusive offer for Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay, well, obviously, since it's an online game.
Available,
playable only until the end of March of next year. After that,
you're going to be seeing that a lot throughout this direct too.
I actually don't understand why, such a short term.
Why? It's 35 representative of how long
here we go.
Is 35 representative of how many days you have to play it before it goes?
No.
Yes.
Not quite. Okay, so guys, ready to see a new Mario Kart game?
The game, basically, this is like, okay, fine. If you're critical of our track design, you do one then.
I said. So
Okay,
yeah,
this is something that's clearly not for us, you know.
It's for kids.
I will admit.
Like
Well, I
Labo,
don't know, I
it's
could,
something fun that's not really for us.
I'll admit.
It's
this is-
Nintendo reminding
I
everyone
could-
that they used to be a toy company.
I'll admit, I do not mind this idea here and there. It actually looks pretty cool. Obviously, it's not like gonna be intricate track design, but you can make one with an interesting environment, your own house.
So basically, I could basically do. So if I got this game, if I had the money for it, I could do the first ever LP we could do the first time one of us has done an LP that uses one of our actual routes.
Pretty much.
Can't wait
I
to
mean,
show
it's
that on the
gonna cost
internet
you
and being
$100.
doxxed. Can't wait to be doxxed just by people noticing a tiny reference.
I can't wait to totally make a track that goes underwater, complete with a loop-to-loop, and go up a wall and everything.
And also interesting thing, if your vehicle gets hit, the actual car in real life freezes for a few seconds.
I mean, that's the idea.
I'll admit,
Interesting.
the little kid me who played with Hot Wheels would be so jealous of this back in the
Mario
day.
Kart
Same.
Live Home Circuit.
It's actually in October being released.
Mom, can we play Mario Kart? No,
Or ways
sweetie,
to
we have
enjoy
Mario
45
Kart at
euros.
home.
From now through March 2021.
Okay,
enjoy
I
the
should
35th
I should
anniversary
mention
of Super
the
Mario
UK
Brothers in
stream
these ways.
omitted some of these things that we're
Complete
going to
Super
see.
Mario-related missions,
Weirdly
and
enough.
you could receive cool rewards,
Yeah, this one.
including a special pin set. Pins are available while
Worth
supplies
doing
last.
this stuff because you
Get
can
started
get,
today
you know, like
and learn
nice
more
things
by
from
visiting
them.
the official
It's
website,
US and Canada
Mario
only,
Kart
so-
Tour.
Oh, hey, Mario
Oh.
Kart Tour.
Oh, good. Never
Special
mind.
appearances by Mario and
No, this year we
Donkey
moved
Kong
Oh,
to
Jr.
Donkey Kong Jr., we remember he existed.
Historical
Yep,
Super
Donkey
Mario
Kong's
items
dad.
and 35th anniversary
Yes,
themed
Uncle
merchandise
Nintendo, can you
will
pay
be
for me to
available
move to
for
Canada,
purchase at the
please?
Nintendo New York store and store.nintendo.com.
Maybe.
A 35th anniversary themed Ninja Speedruns course is
Wow.
coming to the Super Mario
I'll have to say
Maker
this,
2
Mario's
game.
having quite the
Super
keen
Smash Brothers
birthday.
Ultimate game will be having an
Oh,
yeah,
god.
actually,
Oh,
this-
please, don't tell me
Yes.
that the next... oh, actually, I forgot, Joe. Don't tell me the next fighter for the Smash Pass is actually gonna be Mario-themed for the sake of the
Technically-
Hey,
anniversary.
sure,
That
Roy,
last
we're
one-
getting a new
that-
Splatfest.
That's okay. That Smash Tournament one. Technically, it's here in the UK. They just named it something different.
The shit designs are cool, though.
So sure,
Also, Animal Crossing content.
so sure, how
Yay!
how do you feel about us getting a new Splatfest regarding Mario power-ups?
I'm wondering if this is the special one that was found in the code that I mentioned in our run of Splatoon recently.
Also, move over, Sonic. Now Mario has themed shoes.
And
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Lego,
Mariopoly.
of course.
More details will be available on our 35th anniversary website and our official Nintendo of America Twitter account.
Good to
Or
know.
Nintendo
Plus,
Europe.
experience 4 classic Mario
Alright,
games
so
in
time to
Super
celebrate
Mario
the
All-Stars.
classic series
This
with Super
collection
Mario All-Stars.
contains Super
And once
Mario
again,
Brothers,
just
Super
like with
Mario
the
Brothers
Wii,
2,
they're not
Super
releasing
Mario
the
Brothers
version of
3,
this game
and
that
Super
came with
Mario
Super
Brothers:
Mario
The Lost
World.
Levels. The audio
Well, I mean, to
think
be
they
fair,
would,
Super
but-
Mario
the
World's
original
already
NES
available
and
on
Famicom versions. Super Mario
I
guess.
All-Stars will be
On
available
the
in the
online.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online Collection.
Also, is this Roger Craig's Smith as narrator?
That still
That was
doesn't
everything so
excuse
far.
not releasing that
The
version
next
on the
one
Wii,
will
though.
be our last announcement.
Oh boy, here
Oh
it
boy.
comes.
Oh
Folks.
boy, here we go.
Hey,
Potentially-
I remember you.
Yes, the game.
My
that
first
changed
Mario
ga-
game.
That changed gaming forever.
It's a me, Mario.
And also terrorize some children with this face.
Pretty much some.
I'll
I'm
admit,
pretty sure not all kids will.
I'll admit, I am frustrated that they didn't do what I suggested and remaster the DS version while giving it analog control, since the DS version, for the most part, is the better version content-wise. They just need to actually give it proper controls.
Aw, no so long gave out.
And now, Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, to their credit, Super Mario Sunshine is in widescreen. and in
But
Galaxy
still
as
in
well.
30
But
FPS.
still in 40 FPS. And for the record, everybody, you can have this game run at 60 FPS on Dolphin, so it can be done. It's not like Kingdom Hearts 2, where they had to retool that game in order to work with it. No, this game can be perfectly played in 60 FPS, even with the original GameCube version. So,
Good old Sunshine. The game that did try to aim high for the sun, but may have caught a bit on. And here's a lot. The
That's what I'm
star-studding
curious the most
favorite.
about. How we're gonna make Mario Galaxy work without motion controls.
well, they say that the website actually says this. Apparently, the motion controls in this version are optional, so they've retooled the controls.
Yeah, no, I know that, but actually, what I'm curious about, how will we
My guess
actually
is-
function with
I can
traditional
I actually have
input?
an idea because since I played Captain Toad on the Switch, because Captain Toad on the Switch uses the gyro to control the cursor, so most likely the cursor will be controlled using the gyro as well in this version.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely.
I think what you
All
meant is
right,
like-
here we go.
Personally, I prefer pointer controls. Oh, and here we go. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Well, where's Galaxy 2, though?
I'm
Yeah.
afraid Galaxy 2 got partners
so
in
I like
time.
Galaxy 2 also.
Okay.
People love Galaxy 2.
Okay,
so
but-
that makes no sense.
Okay,
Pedro,
bas-
it'll get its own $60 release.
Of course.
that's basically the theory people have been going along with.
Games have been
But
optimized for a
yes,
smooth
Galaxy
and
2 did in fact
experience
get
on your
partners in
Nintendo's version.
timed.
Plus, music from all 3 titles will be included in the collection.
That's nice, I guess.
That's nice, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But I would, but
The menu's a bit bland though.
I would have preferred Galaxy 2.
Okay, good. Available September 18th. That's nice. As long as we don't limit this one again. And god damn it.
March 2021.
Yeah, I don't understand this one either. So what happens after March? Even
Like,
if
game
you
is-
we're
game
gonna
is
no,
gone.
we're gonna do like what Konami did with PT, and if you insert
Yeah,
it, you cannot play it anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna, well, this is what they're gonna do too. They're gonna remove it from the eShop, as in those who purchase it on the eShop before it got taken out can still play it, but nobody can purchase it anymore. And they'll also take the physical release out of the market.
Which
Also,
which still means nothing to people like me because I will be able to find it using store potentially.
Okay, so basically, the theory people have is like, well, the reason this one is limited is so that eventually they can resell them separately on the eShop.
Of course. Oh, and check this out. Check this out. You thought that was weird? Check this out. Now we're watching a medley of the Super Mario series, all the way from Super Mario Bros. All the way to Super Mario Odyssey. Guess which game doesn't even get a mention?
3D Land?
Levels?
Thing
No, no,
two?
Free Land shows up. No, Free Land shows up.
The RPGs.
Lost
No,
levels?
the Super Mario series, aka the mainline series.
Yeah, remember Origami King was included in that montage.
No, this,
Yeah.
I'm fucking, no, this video
Lost,
montage we're
Galaxy
watching.
2! Guys, he's talking
That's-
about
it's
Galaxy
Galaxy
2.
I know,
That's-
I'm just
Does
also
Nintendo-
making a point.
Does Nintendo hate making that game?
See, even Super Mario Land gets a mention, even though it's technically not a
Nice.
mainline
Tatanga
game.
gets remembered
Well,
more than.
that's the
Not Mario, well, in that case, we'll not mention Super Mario Land 2 while you're at it.
that's the thing, Pedro. Nintendo do consider Super Mario Land to be a mainline Mario game, actually.
But what about Mario Land 2
What
then?
about Land 2 then?
It was the introduction of Wario, for fuck's sake.
Exactly.
I don't. Okay, look, I don't
Who
always.
is this Wario I hear you refer to?
The capitalist Mario.
That's the thing to you. Outside the spin-offs, where's he been?
Super Mario
Okay.
64 DS.
Okay, can I give my final thoughts?
Well, actually, we're not done yet. We're watching the montage right now.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a pod.
Hey, it's a
Gonna
montage
need a
that.
montage.
You gotta retain and learn your history of the history of Mario here. Again, why they did not just, remaster the DS version of 64, render that properly. Maybe it would have taken more
Nah,
than 2.
Java, it's much easier to take the ROM of Mario 64 and just plaster it there.
It's
Yeah.
frustrating.
It's easier.
Yeah,
It is easier.
I usually expect better of
I love how in
Nintendo.
the montage we also use uncompressed footage.
New Super Mario Brothers, okay.
Ah, the one
This
that
game was also
started it all.
included. This game was also included in the 25th anniversary medley that they made back in 2010. So yeah, it makes sense. Sure.
Hey, Galaxy!
Yeah, Galaxy. After that, it's New Super Mario Brothers Wii in 2009.
Mhm.
Wow, that gets a mention over Galaxy. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Galaxy 2.
there you go. So the next one after this is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Right.
Of course. Yes. Totally.
Nope,
Oh,
it's pretty banned.
Nintendo, I think you missed the game. It's a-
No, like we clearly have everything. You don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Like,
The best thing is that supposedly, allegedly, some Nintendo employees
sure.
actually have reacted.
Yes.
Sorry, go on.
I think Nintendo just gave you extra reasons to mod your Wii U with my help.
But yeah, so it seems, so allegedly, supposedly, some developers at Nintendo were not expecting people to actually start talking about the Mario Galaxy 2, and were actually not happy as a result.
It makes literally no sense. Super Mario Galaxy was loved by both critics and fans. People love that game. It's not like it's a controversial game or anything.
The stereotype of it, oh, it's just more of the same, has been dropped for so long now.
Yeah. No, nowadays people love it as much as any other Mario game. So that was only at the time of release. Nowadays people don't even care about that.
So yeah, that was the 35th anniversary Mario Direct.
Worst birthday
Brilliant.
party ever.
Not to mention, hell, the only step back Galaxy 2 had from 1 was the story. Everything else was a step up. The music was better with a bigger orchestra. The level design was better. The difficulty curve was overall more like it wasn't as easygoing as the first. So it also tended to appeal more to the veterans who wanted more of a challenge. So no, sorry. It's like, but go ahead. Okay, who wants to go ahead?
Lives.
You were aching to do your final thoughts. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, this it's like I said on Twitter and SSM. This feels like it feels like having a birthday party, but instead of throwing out the decorations at the end, they throw out the presents. Like, I mean, the announcements themselves, of the games, were fine. Especially 3D All Stars and All Stars itself and 3D World. And I'm actually kind of curious about the make your own race game. But everything else, I mean, I'm not too keen on the Game & Watch one myself, especially considering. I mean, when you think of Game & Watch, do you think Mario first or?
Actually, yes. Remember,
Yeah,
it was
yes.
sort of a precursor on that.
Yeah, there's actually
Many
some bit of
games were
history
actually
tied to
done.
it.
Many mini games were done actually with the idea of Mario being the star of them. Mr. Game & Watch is just, was just a prototype of it.
Pretty much.
And
See,
as for
I only
the,
think of the little character.
But the worst part is all the bloody limited exclusivity stuff. Like this is a problem Nintendo has been having for a while. Like in an attempt to make stuff more collector's items, they intentionally limit stuff so that it will cost so that they don't have to. I don't know, so they won't run out of materials or so that people who want to sell it can make more money. I don't know what the intent is here.
So, Dwibs, just
But,
promise me this, though. If/when we do a Super Mario 3D World collaboration, since it has online multiplayer, you'll have to promise not to screw us over.
I cannot promise that, unfortunately.
No promises are made, Joe.
Figures. By the way, I call dibs on Mario.
It's on the record now. I never made the promise.
By the way, I've got dibs on Mario for that one.
I got dibs on Luigi. I'm not being the girl.
Not even Rosalina,
I'll be told.
Rosalina isn't in the game.
Yeah, she is.
Actually, she is. She's unlockable.
I guess I'll be.
Oh.
I guess I'll be.
Yes.
Okay, then.
You have to work your ass for her, but she's worth it.
I guess I'll be Toad then.
Guess Pedro will be Peach.
Fine by me.
Yeah. A decent direct let down by the whole bloody limited stuff.
Thank God 3D World's not limited. I would have thrown a chair if that were the case.
That should be Nintendo's new tagline. Nintendo, a limited company.
The weird thing is that
Anyway,
Oh, go on.
anyway, that's I'm
All right, next.
Tio.
sure, whatever. These, like, I don't have that much of a meter of comparison because outside of knowing about the anniversary game, so I can only make a superficial joke, but I say it's a better anniversary than a Sonic one, I guess. Um, it still baffles me the limitation. You know what this reminds me, Jova? The time where companies, particularly DC Comics, basically entered the speculator boom, where every number was a collector's item because it was successful with the death of Superman, and so they were like limiting, printing, doing variant cover, stuff like that, in order to make each issue valuable, and how that backfired on them, by the fact that
Sold ones.
by nearly making them bankruptcy, because at the end of the day we were not selling much. So Nintendo easily can tank this. Nintendo, like has been stated, is like the Disney of video games. It's been speculated they can tank over 50 years straight of negative sales and still going strong.
Well, that's a
So
thing,
we'll
though.
see.
That's a thing also, though. Nintendo, unlike the comics, have the quality and content to back it up. Like, as much as I hate to admit it, people will eat this stuff up, but that's because it's actually
it's kind of like
good.
with Pokemon. And it's at the end of the day, it's the same. Like with Pokemon or Fire Emblem. Sure, like there's a guaranteed sales factor, but so at the end of the day, they can get away with everything. So even if people can complain about this, sure, it seems to have stirred some opinions about some people at Nintendo, at least of America. But it's probably not going to do anything because people are still going to buy this anyway. So who gives a shit, am I right? But still, whatever. Let me say something more positive. The port of 3D World looks on par. We will miss some features because of the difference between the Wii U and the Switch, obviously. The new content, I actually have no idea what direction is taking. The teaser was very ominous. So what? It's like Bowser's Revenge. Can you actually play as Bowser in that new campaign? We'll
I'm
see.
wondering if it's a prequel.
How he got to the Sprixie world.
I'm not quite
could
sure
be.
because I think it shows Mario there in the cat suit,
Yeah, it
and
does.
I'm pretty sure he
Well,
only can
again,
get the
that
cat
could mean
suit
anything.
after.
Like that is the
It could
enemy.
be an
and-
actual cat, we don't
But
know.
whatever. The point is that looks good.
Oh,
The Game
yeah.
and Watch
Have you
stuff.
seen the climax of 3D World? That's what Bowser
I've-
becomes at the end of it.
I know.
beaten
Like,
pretty well.
well, that's also kind of the point. In more recent game, Bowser essentially becomes the ultimate test involving the power up of the game. But whatever. The point is that the game looks good. The board looks good. The Game and Watch Mario stuff looks okay. The Mario Kart, real life toy looks decent enough and probably a way to entertain, the kids. I'm surprised that it's coming out very soon, like next month, by the time we're recording. But that's it. Aside from the limitedness, the 3D collection, obviously the biggest culprit is the lack of Galaxy, but even so, also what says Jova is true. The 64 port is just a straight ROM upscaled, and that's it. And for all we know, it really is slightly censored because people have misinterpreted the line that Mario gives while tossing Bowser.
But it's funny, though.
I'm sorry, Shiro, no fun allowed. This is current here, But no, and Sunshine doesn't even run in 60 FPS, which I like. Even if you argue that the Switch is not super powerful in a console, blah blah blah, for a GameCube port, it should have been able to run it like that. I'm sorry.
It is capable too, I can tell you that.
I am convinced that it can. So,
It can.
But anyway, it looks like a sloppy job just made just to give a product for the anniversary, and then it could be retired just so they can be assured that people will buy it. And that's basically the spirit of his anniversary. It's not bad, but it's a double face medal where you can see the ugly face more than the good one, if I have to be honest. But that's me. Next.
I'll go next. Yeah, okay. For the most part, I like this Direct. I did not like Nintendo's penchant for limiting stuff in there. I get the trick here and there, See, here's the thing. Unlike more obviously greedy companies like, say, EA, Ubisoft, or Activision, Nintendo don't get called out for this as much because behind this, they do actually give solid quality games, whereas, EA's games have just been getting more shoddy, and people just no, especially with them fragmenting the price here, and I will admit, limiting this is scummy. Maybe not as scummy as what other companies do, but still scummy, and it is a shame that they persist with this. I do wonder if it's a case out of them being ancient or whatnot, but all the same, don't care for that. I will say this. Once I said before, the Super Mario 3D World announcement was, to me, the standout thing. Again, online multiplayer is going to be flipping amazing. And that means that it's not possible for us to get an official SCWRM playthrough of the campaign, so...
I'm for that, honestly.
Yeah, totally. Looking forward to that. Let's see. Aside from that, the 3D All-Stars ports, like I said, I'm kind of disappointed with how they didn't turn out to be as great. That said, it is good that they are bringing those games back all the same to the Switch, so the more people can play them here and there. I probably won't be getting that port because there'll probably be a bigger, better port that actually does include 3D Land and Galaxy 2. So, yeah, oh well. The Mario Kart Home Live Circuit thing does look pretty interesting and intuitive. A good game for kids here and there. It's obviously not as complex as, original Mario Kart, but hey, it is something that can allow you to be kind of creative. Just beware if you have any pets around when you're playing with those things while they're going about there.
What you're talking about, Java, those are natural obstacles.
Of course, yes, including your dad walking about with his whiskey or...
Throw Blue Shelly will solve everything.
Of course, yes. Or your mother, taking out the launcher here. All natural part of the obstacle courses. Watch out for the cats and dogs.
Mass hysteria, go on.
The Game & Watch thing does look pretty nifty and nice here. The Mario Battle Royale looks like a great idea. Why the hell are they limiting that one? That one makes the absolute least sense to limit.
The closest I can imagine...
Theory behind that, but I'll explain it after.
The closest I can imagine in general is that the end of March is the end of a fiscal year for Japan, for Japanese companies. So I do wonder if, considering what has been going on in this charming year so far, Nintendo has reserves in terms of what we want to do for the future. But that doesn't make any sense. Mario is very cash cow anyway, so why would they pull the stops now?
Unless this turns out to be a watered-down version of the real thing that'll eventually come, and it turns out that this was a little
I don't know, Jova, but when they were actually very true to their words when it came to the end of year of Luigi, they stopped supporting the guy properly. So.
True, but yeah, limiting Mario Battle Royale does not make any sense to me. Again, it looks like a great idea, though. And I might give it a try as well. Overall, good direct, but its main limit is the limit. Alright. Sure, why don't you go next?
Sure. I'll just start with the negative then real quick, since it's just one big one, really. Nintendo, this is why people pirate games.
Yeah.
Shit like this is why people do it, and why I encourage people to do it, actually.
Allow me to add to that, Shiroi.
Sure.
You see, Nintendo, maybe if you did better with your re-releases, and kept the virtual console, modus operandi, maybe this wouldn't be a problem, just saying.
Not just that, it's an entire... Sorry, go on.
To give you an idea, everybody, Shiroi is currently planning on getting an NVIDIA Shield for herself to get around these issues.
Not just
because
that,
it's not even...
There's an entire general hostility towards the internet and the consumer that Nintendo had. One can bring potentially the quote-unquote excuse of Sakurai saying that he didn't want to put a story mode in Smash because people would just watch it on YouTube. But consistently, time and time again, Nintendo has shut down all the fan projects that were possible. So the official excuse is that they were doing official products on their own later down the line, like in this case the Mario Battle Royale, clearly inspired potentially by Mario 64 multiplayer created, or the Metroid 2 remake. But it's still not an excuse. Nintendo has given the impression that they don't give a shit about what people do on the internet with their property. They're very jealous of their properties, again, parallel to Disney, and we will do anything tooth and nail, even dragging you to court if possible, because they can allow that and they can get away with it because they had just more money. And that's not really a good image that you want to put yourself. You still make a good product at the end of the day, but it's still, like you don't have to be like this. What have we done to you? Seriously, go on, Shiro.
It's not even a Nintendo thing. This is an industry-wide problem.
Yeah.
Like it's just
like you look at Sega with the Sonic fan content, and you see how actually they're more open with the feedback to that, to the point where people like Taxman and Christian Whitehead actually were able to express even on an official way, And in
they're
contrast,
still bad
Nintendo,
with the re-releases though.
No, I can agree with that. But compared to this, I argue still is night and day in terms of difference. But go on.
Yeah, but better than shit is still shit, so, just... But, I mean, I'm going to buy the collection because, well, I've never played Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Or Galaxy.
Both of which are good games.
Why she? And for the record, Shiroi, you might be asking, why would Shiroi even do such a crime to herself? She herself doesn't even know, as she told me.
Well, I do kind of know, but
you can't wait to
I'll
try the
explain in a
pachinko machine level.
Or the pachinko
No, Mario
level.
64 was my first Mario game, though, and it would be nice.
Just like Earthworm Jim 3D was your first Earthworm Jim game. So
except Mario 64 was a good game.
So did you have a Nintendo 64 growing up?
No, but a friend did. But my experience with it the first time around wasn't exactly great because we played with a save file that was mostly completed. So I thought for pretty much my first time playing it, I thought, oh hey, Lethal Lava Land looks cool, I'm gonna go there. Lol, no.
Oh boy.
That was a terrible idea, young me. But no, it would be nice to actually play that game properly.
For the record, everybody, young Shiroi tended to have a lot of bad ideas. So...
No, this is true. This is very true. But no, Galaxy and Sunshine, yeah, it would be nice to actually play those. Also All-Stars. Because I don't really have that much experience with Mario games before 64. So it would be nice to actually play those in the few months that I have to do so.
Well, Shiroi, look at it, like I said, look at it this way. You can just mod your Wii U and you don't have to put up with this crap.
Yeah. I'm already paying for Switch Online now, so I might as well use the bloody thing. Yeah, I know I'm part of the problem by buying the collection, but I kind of want it anyway, so...
Completely understandable.
Traitor.
Look, I will say
Look
this.
at these. Well, okay.
Scab.
Like,
No. A better word is scab.
yes, and a good day to you, sir. But well, look at this way, Shiro. If you buy it like used at a CAX, you technically don't give any money to Nintendo.
That's the thing, though.
This is
Who's
true.
going to give it up to be used, though? Like,
Well,
actually, people are already selling their pre-orders on eBay at an extortionate price.
Yeah, remember, Java,
Exactly.
black market. Second, so not my problem.
But yeah, to carry on real quick, the rest of the stuff is fine. There's a lot of collectibles in the merchandise and the Game & Watch. I get a Splatfest out of this,
yep.
which is nice. Team Invincibility because it has the better theme.
The Super
And
Saiyan.
color.
Let me guess, it's the one supported by Pearl.
No, actually, Marina.
Oh,
wow.
Sweet. In that case,
When I
guess
say better theme, I mean music theme.
Oh, okay.
Animal Crossing. I do actually like the way the Nintendo themed merch. I do like the way that stuff looks as far as the mobile game goes, so I'm sure it'll look just as great here. What else is there? Oh yeah, the Mario Kart thing. I'd be more interested. Again, I've said before, it's not really something for me. I'd be more interested in it if it was a VR thing, which is what I expected. But no, we don't have that, unfortunately. But it's fine. You know, it's there at $100 for only half the set. It's fine for the parents who want to buy that. But yeah. Is there anything else that was in? Oh yes, the one solely Mario related thing that was really for me was the battle royale.
Oh,
'Cause,
I thought you were gonna mention 3D
Mario
World.
99.
yeah, Mario
35,
99. I have an unhealthy amount of hours on Tetris 99, so the same will apply here, especially since it's limited to March.
I thought you.
And
I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna talk about 3D World. My bad.
I'll get to that in a moment. It's not that I have a problem with that. It's just I'll explain basically my relationship with the Mario series when I get to that. But yeah, I mean, I think they're not going to. Sorry, I think they're taking it off the store, the online thingy-majigger thing. Because they'll probably release a physical copy. They did it with Tetris 99 without removing it. They sold it at a almost full retail price, with a bunch of single player content that is not free for those of us who paid for Switch Online. I have a bad feeling that they're going to do the same with this. But for what Jova was talking about, 3D World, it's nice. And the online multiplayer seems cool. If that is something we are going to play together, I probably will get it in that instance. But in general, my attitude towards the Mario series is that, you know, it's a great series. It did a lot for the industry, yada yada yada. But a lot of the games are just kind of one and done for me. Like, it's just, that was nice. They're fun. Nothing inherently wrong with them. But
If I may,
there are.
if I may, probably that's the only reason for that is because you have yet to play Galaxy 2, Odyssey. So
Oh, he hasn't played
Odyssey is
Trust
actually
me.
in the backlog. I'm
I
going.
can assure you, the Super Mario Galaxy is where the 3D series in particular completely took off and never looked back. When Koizumi took it over, he took it to the fucking stratosphere. I can assure you.
Sure. Well,
Odyssey will give
almost
you
literally.
I assure you, Sherry. Odyssey will give you plenty to do.
I'm sure it will, but yeah. No, I mean, if the online community for 3D World is pretty active, I'll probably pick it up. It's something I've already been through completely. So and we'll also see how meaty this expansion is. That could also be a decider for that one.
Hopefully
And
it'll be
that was a.
I was gonna say, hopefully it'll be as good as like that Captain Toad expansion, or even better.
Yes. Although so far Nintendo have actually done pretty good with story expansions for a lot of their games, so yeah, it should be good for this one too. And that's it. That was a direct with a lot going on.
I'll say.
This happened. So
Yeah, something happened, all right.
Yeah.
Pedro, go ahead.
Pedro, by all means, read us the eulogy for Galaxy 2.
Okay. Well, okay, yeah, let's get that out of the way first. Where the hell is Super Mario Galaxy 2? And why did it not even get acknowledged in that mad compilation of footage from the various mainline games? Seriously.
Are Nintendo investing in time travel to make it so that game never existed?
For the record, everybody, Mario Galaxy 2 sold 10 million units. So it's not even maybe it sold a shit ton. I mean, so no, not even that. It didn't sell as much as the first game, admittedly, but that's still an impressive number regardless, especially for a Wii game. So no. Where the hell is Mario Galaxy 2?
It's lost its dust in the wind.
Seriously, like it literally makes no sense. They literally went out of their way. Someone literally made the conscious decision to omit Galaxy 2 from that final compilation medley video thing.
Wait. Don't you see, Pedro? It's gone. Reduced to atoms.
I guess.
Like,
Fucking hell, man. What the hell? I mean,
swear.
we already got from the rumors and leaks that Galaxy 2 was apparently going to be omitted. But it made it even it made it feel even worse when they had that end medley. They mentioned 3D Land, but not Galaxy 2.
Remind me, Pedro, did they acknowledge New Super Mario Brothers 2?
No.
To their credit, no.
Okay. So at least they didn't acknowledge that over Galaxy 2.
That seems to be schizophrenic still, Joe, because aside from that, there's also that panel with the titles, in the grid, and they have no representation from the Alpha Dream RPGs, and the only Paper Mario game they have to show is Origami King, the one that came out more recently.
Weird.
Despite the fact that everyone on the internet told them that the 1,000-year door is actually the more beloved, but like he said, Nintendo doesn't really want to listen to people on the internet these days.
So apparently the new heads at Nintendo hate Galaxy 2 for whatever reason.
Good to know, I guess.
What is Galaxy 2?
Oh, wait,
doomed
hold
to
on.
Suffer the fate of F-Zero or something?
Apparently, there's somewhere that the reason Galaxy 2 may have been omitted is because of apparently the shooting star bits, which in Galaxy 1 was optional, which, uses the touchscreen and motion controls, but since it apparently wouldn't be optional, was not included. That's
Where are you seeing this?
I don't know. Also, I
Oh,
don't know,
that's
Joe. I
awesome.
found it kind of weak as an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Because remember, Jova, they already came up with a way to use cursor stuff in Captain Totoro Tracker on the Switch, so they can perfectly replace that with gyro controls. It's just
Normally, I would agree with you guys, but considering this is Nintendo logic we're working on, who knows?
okay.
Maybe that was the reason.
Sorry, I was expecting them to make sense and use their head. Sorry, my bad, everybody.
Let me put it like this. Nintendo are pretty much like, that kooky dad of yours. Like, oh yeah, he can be cool and hip most of the time, but he still occasionally does weird and outdated stuff that reminds you that he's of a different generation than you.
Whatever.
That's kind of Nintendo's whole thing, really.
Anyway, Galaxy 2 rent done, at least. Okay, so, if I'm gonna take a wild guess, this must be the inside of Nintendo's offices right now. We've got to have money. Money is such a beautiful word. I know. It soars in my mind like a beautiful bird. I know. This is both
Miyamoto and
this is both Bowser and whoever's the new president of Nintendo Japan singing to each other. Better than that, it makes me feel like an aristocrat. That's where it's at. Money is such a beautiful word. Quite so.
I love that you remember that song.
Money is such a wonderful thing. You get the point. Yeah, that's basically what it must be like right now at the Nintendo offices. Because that's the only thing I can assume. They want to intentionally leave out this shit so they can, maybe sell Galaxy 2 combined with 3D Land, maybe as a 3D All Stars 2. Yeah, remember those? Yeah, remember that game we should have put in the first 3D All Stars? Here it is, and you get 3D Land 2 while you're at it.
Galaxy 2 is in the 3D All Stars 2. That's the real reason they're saving it.
It comes across seriously. There's literally no reason. Not to mention, like I said, if you ask me, this 3D All Stars thing, from what I've seen, because we've already have some technical details about the collection itself from the website, this is not really worth $60 in my eyes. Let me go over the reasons. First, Super Mario 64 is only in 30 FPS and in 4x3, aka full screen. Now you're probably wondering, well, Pedro, so was the original N64 version. I know, but for those who are not aware, everybody, there was an awesome fan who recently completely reverse engineered the game into the game and put it on PC, running natively, not for emulation, and you can run Mario 64 right now natively on your PC perfectly in full widescreen, 60 FPS. You can even mod it to make it look even better if you want. So Nintendo could have perfectly done the same here. They didn't because they're lazy. One fan was able to do what apparently a professional company full of experienced employees were not capable of doing, it seems. But Pedro, at Galaxy 1 and Sunshine are in widescreen. True, that is true. Not a problem though. Why is Sunshine in 40 FPS? Because, as I've explained, it is perfectly easy for the Switch to render this game at 60 FPS. Dolphin can do it.
Yeah.
So why can't the Switch? The Switch is immensely more powerful than the GameCube. So what's up with that? Just saying. Galaxy 1 is probably the best of the ports here because, I mean, Galaxy 1 was already 60 FPS even in the original Wii version. So, of course, it's going to be 60 FPS here. If it was 40 FPS now, then I would be completely raging right now.
They would have to be somehow going out of their way to be lazy to make it like that.
Anyway, yeah. The point is, yeah, Galaxy 1 is probably the port that got the best out of this because it's in full widescreen. It looks great. From what we're seeing, like the textures look very clean and really great on HD, and it still runs at that smooth, silky 60 FPS from the original. So yeah, the Galaxy port is the only one that comes out, looking on par. So only a third of this collection meets the standard we were expecting. That's not really a good ratio. Just saying. So yeah, what the hell happened here? It's abundantly clear that this collection is being put. Let me remind you, everybody, this is only 3 games. The treatment for 2 of them was lazy, and they're selling this for you at $60, and you better get it now because it's not going to be available later. Yeah, money is such a beautiful word, isn't it, Nintendo? So yeah, I'm not planning on getting this. Definitely not, because it's not worth $60 in my eyes. If it was $40, maybe I would be singing a different tune. But $60 for a collection that only a third of it is actually, up to snuff. Nah, sorry. I'll stick with my originals. Thank you. So yeah, that's about it for the All-Stars. 3D World and Bowser's Fury is the highlight, of course. Everything is on par. It looks gorgeous. I love the fact that they're making up for the lack of Miiverse with extra content. Koizumi never fails us, and once again, he's the one basically trying to carry this company on its back whenever they screw up like this. So, kudos to him. Super Mario Bros. 45 or 99 if you prefer. It looks awesome. I would love to play this. I better hurry up and do it though.
Yes. Basically, Pedro, here's what you do. You drive up to Nintendo World, barrel through anyone who dares get in your way, like body check.
This is gonna be a digital only game, I think. So
yeah, like Tetris 99.
Oh, I was talking about if you wanted physical.
So you better pay for that
those.
Online subscription
they
and a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they say it's going to be a Nintendo Online subscription exclusive.
Yes, it is.
So it's most likely going to be digital only. I seriously doubt they're going to make a physical edition of this.
Even though they're making
That's
a
like I said
physical
earlier,
edition
they did
for
for
that
Tetris
Game
99.
& Watch thing.
Yeah, the Game & Watch thing. Who cares? Like, I mean, if I want to play Super Mario Brothers on... you know what? I'm going to pro a Jova here. If you want to re-release Super Mario Brothers 1, why not remake Super Mario Brothers Deluxe? Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, for those who don't know, is basically the Mario DS, 64 DS of the Game Boy Color. It was a remake of Super Mario Brothers for the Game Boy Color. Yes, because obviously for obvious reasons, it had to do with screen. It had to deal with screen crunch. But to that version's credit, that was the only issue it had. It had extras. For example, it had a challenge mode where you could run against a boo for the various courses. It had you had some things where you could
The Yoshi eggs to find.
the Yoshi eggs to find, which gave the game some nice replay value and encouraged exploration. You could even unlock Super Mario Brothers 2, the Japanese one. Or Lost Levels. If you prefer, you could even unlock that. He had a picture album that was nice and you could print and shit like that. So that would be an interesting way of releasing the game. But no, we're just gonna put the original ROM on a Game & Watch machine. Whoop-de-doo. Like, who cares? I can play Super Mario Brothers on my Switch via the online service if I want to. There you go. I can play Mario Brothers 1 on the go right now. So why should I give a shit about this Game & Watch thing? Oh, it has a Game & Watch it has an old Game & Watch game, but with a Mario sprite change. Yay! Yeah, I'm totally gonna pay however much this costs for that.
Methinks this ought to have been called the Mario Brothers Collector's Edition Direct.
Ugh.
The only thing that was missing was like a Funko Pop themed.
Oh,
so
God.
no, sorry, no go. Super Mario All Stars. Well, yeah, I guess like Dwip said, Mario World is already on the Switch Online thingy, so I guess to be fair, in this case, it makes sense to just release the original All Stars version. Still doesn't make sense why they didn't release the revision of All Stars that includes Super Mario World on the Wii back 10 years ago, though. But I guess that ship has sailed. Whatever. What else? Am I missing something? Oh yeah, the Mario Kart thingy. Yeah, it looks fine for what it is. If you're a little kid who likes this kind of stuff, sure. But personally, it's not really for me. So whatever. Have at it, I guess. Anything else?
The pins.
Oh, the pins. They're fine, I guess. But I'm not so.
And they're country exclusive anyway. So.
When it comes to collector edition items, I'm usually more of a art book guy. That's usually the only thing I go for. Like, for example, I bought Ni no Kuni 2, the Prince edition that comes with the Steelbook and the Season Pass, but I didn't buy the full-blown Collector Kings edition that comes with all the collectible shit. But I did buy separately on eBay the art book that comes with that big collector's edition because I love me some art books.
Nice.
Same, actually. Art books and soundtracks.
I'm a sucker. Well, no, soundtracks I just download off the internet, so no.
I like my physical CDs.
Not for me because I prefer using my MP3 player because using a Walkman on the street right now is kind of impractical, if you ask me. I did have a Walkman growing up, but it's just so much better to just have an.
I use my PSP for most of the time.
I used to do that. I didn't even play games on that thing.
Oh, that's the thing there. The PSP can play audio CDs. It can play UMDs. I don't know. Were there music UMDs back then?
No, but it could put MP3 files on the memory
that's
card.
what I'm saying. That's why I get download from the internet too. That's why I don't get.
But I get it. It's gone.
Yeah. It's just more practical nowadays.
Yeah.
With digital. What was I going with this? Oh yeah, the pins. Yeah, when it comes to collector shit, I'm just kind of an art book guy. I like my art books, but that's about it. I don't usually go for soundtracks or pins or statues or whatever. It's cool if you like those, but I'm just kind of an art book guy. So that's about it, really. So yeah. That was
we surprisingly had quite a bit to talk about with this direct.
Money is such a beautiful word.
Okay.
Indeed it is.
Like I said, legit looking forward to the 3D World port. Like, that
No. I agree with that. It's 3D All Stars that completely rubs me in all the wrong ways. Because it's overpriced. And okay, like I said, if they include Galaxy 2, okay, you know what? Here's the thing. even if they kept the same poor treatment they did to 64 and Sunshine, you know, if they applied, if Galaxy 2 was included in the collection with the same level of treatment that Galaxy 1 got, which I'm assuming it probably would, then I would say it's worth $60 if Galaxy 2 was included. It's not included though, so no.
I'm
Sorry.
curious.
I ain't paying $60 for this.
I'm curious. What's your opinion on the omission of 3D Land as well?
I would love 3D Land to be in as well. Like okay, here's what I would have done if I was in charge. If I was in charge, I would have had Super Mario 3D All Stars, including the 4 games, you know, 64, Sunshine, and the Galaxy duology, and the 3D World re-release would be a 3D collection that includes both 3D Land, 3D World, and why not throw in the Bowser's Fury thing that apparently the Crazy Minister came up with now? Why not? 3D Land and 3D World would have been a really good match to be sold together as a not necessarily a 3D All Stars 2. You could call it something else, like those 2 games go hand in hand. You could perfectly sell them together, but no, of course not. We can't have nice things, I guess.
Like I said, on the plus side, at least you, me, Shiroi, and Dwibs have that potential online multiplayer playthrough to look forward to.
Now, if only Nintendo's online didn't suck dick.
I am praying that the online multiplayer will not collapse upon itself.
Smash
for this
cannot have dedicated server. What does Super Mario 3D World have chance to have?
Watch if Smash doesn't send it, then get it, Jova. What chance does 3D World?
The online does for the most part work for me in Smash, but we'll see. We'll see.
Alright, so tune in for the next exciting Nintendo Direct, I guess.
My body was totally not ready for this in all the wrong ways.
Again, thanks to the 3D World port, I'm actually content with this, but seriously, Nintendo, cut it out with the limited stuff.
See ya.
See ya.